Hello everybody. Today we have a mini cases video. Today we are talking about two people. They are not connected. They are Albert Baker and Dequan Carter. If you're new to these kind of videos from me, basically I take 3 to 6 people and I put them into one video that don't have a lot of information or anything like that. And I talk about their cases. They're usually cases that are overlooked because there's not a whole lot of information. In this case, I am choosing 2. That's just how many I was able to find at the time, and I decided that, even if it's a really, really short video, shorter than usual, they are still worth talking about, so hopefully you guys stick around even if it's not super long. That being said, like I said, we are talking about Albert Baker and Dequan Carter. All the links I used for research will be down below, like always, and let's get into this. So we're going to start off with Albert. So 34-year-old Albert Lee Baker was dropped off at the ER at Westhoff Memorial Hospital in the 100 block of Longwood Avenue in Rockledge, Florida, by his uncle on May 2nd, 1988. He was disoriented at the time and having chest pains and thought he might be having a stroke or heart attack. When his uncle returned an hour later, he was told that Albert had left without seeing a doctor, and he was never seen or heard from again. So, at the time, he was employed as a cement finisher at Leo's Concrete in Brevard County, Florida, and resided in Merrittsville, Florida, with a wife and a son. He has no criminal history or history of substance abuse. He has no history of amnesiac episodes. At the time, he was about 5'10", 170 pounds. He was in a white shirt, green or navy blue work pants, and black shoes. He has brown hair and brown eyes, a mustache, and a goatee at the time, and one of his front teeth may have been chipped. He would now be 70 years old. Anybody with any information is urged to contact the Rockledge Police Department at 321-690-3988. And unfortunately, what we know about Albert ends there. And I will have his photo on the screen for a few moments before we move on and talk about Dequan. So, 17-year-old Dequan was living in Milwaukee when he was murdered in 2012. On July 10th, 2012, he was at a party in Milwaukee at his home celebrating his dad's release from jail with other family members. Shortly after midnight on July 11th, an unidentified person approached the family who were outside at the time, and the suspect began shooting into the crowd of people, hitting and killing Dequan and injuring 3 of his cousins before the person fled the scene. Due to the lack of leads or, anything provided to investigate, this case has unfortunately gone cold. Anybody with any information is urged to contact the Milwaukee Police Department at 414-933-4444. And I will have Dequan's photo on the screen for a few moments before I close out the video. Alright, everyone, and that is the cases of Albert Baker and Dequan Carter. So let me know your guys' thoughts down below. I know I didn't give you guys a whole lot to go off of. Unfortunately, that's typically how it goes with these cases. We don't usually have a whole lot of information, but I still wanted to tell you guys about them anyway. Let me know your thoughts down below. I think it's incredibly heartbreaking that Dequan, only 17 years old, was just celebrating with his family. Like, his dad had just gone out of jail, and he's murdered. And we have, it seems like it was for no reason at all. Like, it's just so sad. And Albert, in his last moments was in pain. He's disoriented. And it seems like he just left and just vanished into thin air. And my heart just goes out to both of their families. That being said, thank you so much for listening to their stories. Let me know your thoughts down below, again, like always, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye, guys.